guys? Welcome back to my channel. So sorry that I sound so bad, but my allergies are so bad. I don't know what's going on. It's literally summer, but anyways, I sound terrible. But happy Monday and welcome back to another weekly vlog. Y'all seem to love these and I love filming them. So it is currently Monday. Like I said, it's 5 p.m. I am about to go to my parents' house because Bachelorette premieres tonight, which I'm very excited about. But as you saw, I just finished a book and thought I would give a little review for this video. I finished Clockwork Princess, which is the last book in the Infernal Devices trilogy, which is in the Shadowhunters universe. So I thought I would give my thoughts on the last book on the series as a whole because I have been reading this series the past week and I binged it this weekend. Okay, Lily. I literally read the second book Saturday, the entire book. Didn't do anything else. But I wanted to give my thoughts on the series. It is very widely known and widely loved. Also, I have my bookmark still in here because I didn't read the epilogue. So I'm just having that there for, future reference. But anyways, I have heard so many good things about the series and about the Shadowhunters world, and I was so excited to read it, but I feel like it's quite overwhelming and daunting to read because it's quite confusing. You can read it a few different ways. That's kind of how Throne of Glass is by Sarah J. Maas. But anyways, it's kind of you can read it in different orders and stuff, but multiple friends of mine told me that I should read the Infernal Devices first, and then they just love the Infernal Devices so much. And then I also watched a video that I will link below if you want to read the Shadowhunters universe. It's so informative and helpful explaining the universe, and I decided to read it in chronological order. So basically there's 20 books or something crazy in the universe, and so it just tells you in chronological order when they happen. So in that, the Infernal Devices happen first. They are set in London in 1880 something, I don't remember, in the 1800s. Late 1800s in the Victorian era. It's kind of historical fantasy which I don't think I've read much of besides Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. I have been wanting to read this for a while, but I didn't want to pay full price for them, so I've been waiting to find them at a thrift store, and I found this one, the first one at Second and Charles, for literally $3. This copy, I don't really know where it came from because it doesn't have the half spine like these, but the full price is $6. So confused. So I was so excited that I bought it, but they didn't have the second and third one in the same style, but I found them on Pango Books. And they're basically new, and I got these both with shipping for $13, so what a steal. I bought this one a week ago, and I was so excited, so I started it and loved it, and I was a couple hundred pages in, and I was really enjoying it, and I was I don't want to get through this one and not have the next two, so I bought these, and they came so quick, which was wonderful. And then I obviously continued the series and binged them. So like I said, they are in the Victorian era, historical fantasy set in London. Basically, they're about this girl named Tessa, and she moves from New York to London, and she finds herself with Shadowhunters, which are demon hunters, which basically means they kill demons, which kind of sounds weird, but you're just kind of following them and the things that go on in the Shadowhunters world, and Tessa learning all this stuff because obviously she has no idea what it is. She has grown up as a human, just as a mundane as they call it, and just trying to figure it out, and things happen and stuff like that. So that's the very minimal description of these books, but they were so good. I loved this trilogy so much. I had so much fun reading them. I think I rated them for 4.5, and then the third one that I just finished, 5 stars. So good. Literally highly recommend the series. It's YA fantasy, very easy to understand and read, and I feel the first one it starts very interesting. I guess you could say it has a slow start, but I feel it's very interesting from the beginning, and you just following these characters, and the plot is interesting, but also the romance is just so good. I just love these books so much, and I read them so fast. I'm so excited to also, I'm literally right now want to start the Last Hours, which, if you don't know, if you want to read the first couple series, there's the Infernal Devices, and then the next series in chronological order is The Last Hours, and it's about these characters' children, which I'm so excited about. I already want to read those, and my library has the first two, so I think I'm gonna borrow them tomorrow when I go to work because I want to read them immediately. This is how I am when I binge something. I can't stop. So also, I didn't say, I didn't read the epilogue because it happens years later after a different series. So in chronological order, if I read the epilogue, then I would go The Last Hours, but it hasn't happened yet, and I don't really want to know what happens years in the future before the next series anyways. So highly recommend these. Also, the spines are just stunning. These are the new paperback spines with the people on the spine, the black and white, stunning. So anyways, highly recommend this trilogy. It was so much fun, so good, and I'm so sad that I hadn't read them sooner. Obviously they did come out years ago, but I think I was in high school when they came out, so I probably wouldn't have read them then, but I just love them so much and highly recommend if you love fantasy, if you haven't read them. Also feel like if you are like kind of like scared to start because there's so many books in this universe, start here, the Infernal Devices, and maybe don't read that blog, up to your discretion, and just have a great time. They're so good. They are painful, but they're so good. And the characters and the way they talk, because they obviously, well, first they're in London, so like you can assume they're speaking in a British accent, most of them. They definitely are, so that's fun, but also the way they talk is like so like old and like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just love the way that they talk, and I'm so excited to continue. I honestly want to read The Last Hours like right now. Like that's how I am, because that's the crazy thing about this universe is like the characters in this trilogy are like, we won't get their POV again. I'm assuming, well, it's third person point of view, but I'm assuming we won't get their stories anymore, but we're just gonna see them in the next series and like see what happens to them. And I also think one of the characters from this series we're gonna see in a later series, and I think the Mortal Instruments, I don't know, but I'm just so excited to see what happens next, because technically like it's still going and you're still in this like world of the Shadowhunters. So I loved it, and I need to figure out where I'm gonna put them on my shelf because I have no room, but I need to show the spines. They are stunning. You should read these, and that is my review of the Infernal Devices. It's now Tuesday, and last night I watched The Bachelorette, like I mentioned, and it was so good. I'm so excited for this season. I feel like it's gonna be really, really good. I just got home from work and I have such an exciting package to unbox. Oh my goodness, I literally cannot wait. I've been like so excited to get off to come home to this package. Oh my goodness. This is Play Along by Liz Tomforde, which is a new release. It comes out on Thursday, but I ordered the paperback because it arrived sooner than the release date, and I am so excited. I'll be reading this immediately, sharing my thoughts, all that stuff in this vlog, and I cannot wait. This is the 4th book in the Windy City series, and I DNF'd the first one, but I loved The Right Move and Caught Up. Like some of my favorite romances of all time, some of my favorite romances, or just books in general of last year. They were my top 10 books of 2023, so I'm so excited. This is a baseball romance, and it's a like accidental marriage, I think. I don't know, but I am so excited. Also, this copy of the book has the beautiful covers. That's stunning. Love that. I have another Amazon package if you want me to unbox it for you, just to show you what I got. I got these. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. They're these cloud things, but they go over your Stanley like straw, so nothing can get in your straw when you're sitting, like your cup is sitting there. So I ordered these. They're like $3, and they come with 6. That's kind of insane, but they're so cutie. So I got those as well. Plan to read this, a little romance break in between some fantasy, because today at the library I picked up the first and second book in the Last Hours trilogy, which for some reason we don't have the third one. I don't really know why. I'm kind of confused about it. Like we don't have it on the shelf, and we don't have it entered like on the computer. When I looked it up, I didn't see it, so I don't really know. So I got the first 2, but the third one is on Libby and it's available, so I'm just gonna borrow it there. But I am so excited to read these. I've heard just incredible things about The Last Hours, and I'm just so excited to be back in the Shadowhunter world, even though I just read the Shadowhunters in the Infernal Devices. I cannot wait to read these. I did read a few pages at work of the first one, but so excited about those. But I cannot believe Play Along is in my hands, one of my most anticipated releases, and I'm just so excited. I do own The Right Move and Caught Up. I found them both at bookstores. I found them, The Right Move at Barnes & Noble, and then Caught Up I just recently purchased at my local bookstore. But I wasn't gonna buy a physical copy of this until I read it, but since it came before release, I had to, and it's beautiful. So love it so much. Don't know much about it, except it's about the male main character from Caught Up. His brother is this one, which I cannot wait. I think there's one more book in the Windy City series after this one, but so excited. I love the covers. I think they're so pretty. That is so cute, actually. Like the black. Since mine are from Barnes & Noble or whatever, they don't have that, the black title pages, which is kind of sad. But anyway, so I'm gonna read this in this vlog this week. Definitely like tonight and tomorrow I'm gonna just binge it, which makes me so excited. I feel like I've been waiting, obviously since last year when Caught Up came out, to read, or for this one to come out. So excited. Cannot wait to see the characters from Caught Up in this. Like that's what I'm honestly most excited about, because I don't know much about these characters. I just love this like series, her writing, her romances, but I'm just so excited to see them because I love them. So anyways, yay. yesterday. I did not film anything. Oh, hello. I didn't film anything yesterday. Well, I didn't film any talking clips yesterday, but I finished Play Along and I cooked tacos for supper, so I filmed a little bit of that, but I thought I would share a review of Play Along. Had to get it off my bookshelf. I love this book so much. If you don't know, this is the 4th book in the Windy City series. I have the 2nd and 3rd one. They're some of my favorite romances of all time. Let me get them. Might as well get them while we're talking about the series. I have The Right Move and Caught Up. Also, these like Barnes Noble editions don't have the pages like Play Along does, but that's okay because the quality is just better when you get them from like a local bookstore or Barnes Noble because the like manufacturer is different. I don't really know. Anyway, so I have these 2nd and 3rd books. This is a basketball romance. This is a baseball romance. And this book, his brother is who Play Along is about. And this book released today, which is so fun. So anyways, this book was so good. It's basically Isaiah is younger than Kai from Caught Up, and he is like kind of golden retriever, and he's just like obsessed with the athletic trainer at the Chicago Warriors. They're like team athletic trainer, one of them. He's obsessed with her. He's been obsessed with her for years, and then they get married on accident, and they are just kind of in a marriage of convenience in this book, and it was so good. I was literally like giggling at kicking my feet because Isaiah is just so sweet, and the things he would do, like even just in the first chapter, I was like giggling, like obsessed with him because I couldn't get over the things that he would do and like how much he was obsessed with Kennedy, the female main character. And there is some like deeper elements to this book as well, but I just thought it was so good. I'm giving it 4.5 stars. I feel like it just didn't give me that 5-star feeling, and I think Caught Up is still my favorite, but I still love this. I love seeing the characters from The Right Move and Caught Up. So fun, and I cannot wait for the last book in the series. If you like sports romances, if you just like romances in general, you should check out the series. They are pretty spicy. There was a few spicy scenes, like probably 3 or 4 pretty spicy scenes that I just skipped. I still love this book. I love the found family. I love the characters, and I loved Isaiah in a way that he was just obsessed with Kennedy, and I loved Kennedy and just like her journey throughout the book. It was just really good, and I really loved it. So highly recommend this series. You should read it and Play Along. You don't have to read them in order to understand them. You can definitely pick up this since it just came out today, but I do recommend The Right Move and Caught Up. They're some of my favorite romances, and they just look so good all next to each other. So obsessed with this series. Need to give you a little review of those. Anyways, we're getting Chick-fil-A tonight, which I'm so excited about because I love Chick-fil-A, but I'm probably gonna eat a snack. And I also want to watch Bookmarked. They posted a new podcast episode today, and relax for the rest of the night. Also, I guess I can share what I'm currently reading. Please look at Lily. Hi. Hi, us. Look at us. She's so sweet. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. I will share what I'm currently reading. Kind of in the middle of all kinds of things right now, let's be honest. First, my hold came in last week for Wild About You by Caitlin Hill, which is like a little summer romance that was on my summer TBR. And I think it's like new adult or like young adult YA type situation, but it's about this girl who goes on this like reality show like outside called Wild Adventures, and she is like paired up with this guy, and it's like a romance between them. I'm only like a chapter in and haven't picked it up since last week, but I really want to keep reading it, obviously, before I have to return to the library. But it looks so cute. I've heard such good things. Well, my friend Allie read it and loved it. She loves this author. But I'm also reading Spring Fling on my Kindle. This is an ARC, and I saw my friend post on Goodreads, like she put this book on her want to read list, and I saw it and I was like, this cover is so cute. And then I read the description and it sounded so cute, and it says that it's perfect for fans of Sarah Adams, and I'm a big fan of Sarah Adams, so I requested on NetGalley and got accepted. So I've been reading that. I'm like 25% through, and it's basically about this girl. She owns this like fishing like lure shop, I think, in this small town, and she has this best friend who she was best friends with in high school, and then she doesn't see him for 10 years, and then he comes back to town because he's selling his family home, literally move, and then they like obviously like see each other again. They're best friends, or like they were best friends, and you're just kind of following them. I'm not like obsessed with it, but I'm still enjoying it. I feel like it's gonna be very short. It says I have like a little over 3 hours left, and I'm 25% through, so I feel like it's a pretty short book. So that's my current read, but we'll see if I continue that, if I pick up Chain of Gold. You never know. Oh my goodness. Yes, I did put on my pajamas when I got home, but Rosie is just cuddling. Look at her. So sweet. anyways, I'm gonna eat a snack and probably watch some YouTube, but that's my current reads. So it has been like probably 2 weeks since I filmed this vlog, and I wanted to end it. I feel like I have just been so behind on like editing and posting videos after I film them, so I'm so sorry this is so behind, but I wanted to film this clip like kind of updating you in real time. And I wanted to say I finished Spring Fling. I gave it 3 stars. I didn't love it, but I still had a good time. It was like a fun, light read. It also had very minimal spice. Like the spice that it did have was like maybe a few sentences in the middle of a chapter, so very little. It comes out next spring, so I definitely recommend it. I didn't feel like super connected to the characters or the storyline, but I had a good time reading it. But I think that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I love taking you along for a little week in my life, and I will probably continue to do them like once or twice a month, but I think that's it, and I'll see you very soon for my next video. Bye.